And well, the Marriott data hack is the second biggest data breach since the one involving Yahoo last year. So what all has the information that has been stolen, and what could be the possible motive behind the hack? Well, the data of over 500 million people, as we said, or guests rather, has been stolen, and the hack was on since 2014. And the guest credit cards, their passport numbers have been stolen. Hacks have also obtained guests' home and email addresses, and possibly even their personal records, which include date of birth and gender. In fact, details of future reservations have also most likely been compromised. We know what information has been compromised, but how can it be misused? Well, the stolen data could lead to burglaries and espionage attempts. Spies could gain access to government officials' itineraries, while burglars could use hotel reservation data to learn when someone wouldn't be home. In fact, data about a person's hotel stay could be used to blackmail the person as well. Lastly, financial gains could be the possible motive behind credit card theft as well. Well, it's been over a week since employees of an Indian company, Infrastructure Leasing and Financial Services, were reportedly taken hostage by the local staff in Ethiopia's capital, and fearing for their safety as some of them remain confined to the company campus, the Indian workers have been sending out SOS messages on Twitter, seeking the External Affairs Minister Sushma Swaraj and the Prime Minister's intervention as well. India has asked Ethiopia now to investigate and help the 7 ILFS employees who say they are being held by the local staff due to non-payment of salaries by the debt-laden firm. Sources in the Ministry of External Affairs say that they have taken this matter up on priority with the company's management, also to resolve this quickly. And the Indian government took control of the ILFS in October after it defaulted on some of its debt, triggering wider concerns about risk to the country's financial system. The Infrastructure Financing and Development Company had over the years developed roads, townships, water treatment projects in India and abroad. An official at India's Foreign Ministry has said that the government was discussing the matter on priority with Ethiopian authorities and the management. With the ordeal widely reported by the media, the Indian workers fear that the local staff would take away their mobile phones to cut online access and to restrict them from talking to their colleagues or communication via emails and social media as well. And Siddhant Sibal, my colleague, is now joining us for the latest on this and the government's reaction as well. And Siddhant, as we were pointing out right now, that the government says it is looking at all of this on priority.
Well, yes, the government is looking all of this with priority, and the Indian government has raised the matter not only with the Ethiopian authorities but also with the company. As of now, it seems a private matter between the company and its employees, and that spiraled into this hostage crisis with the Indians being stuck at that location. And focus from the Indian government side is to make sure that these Indians get out as soon as possible. And if we talk about the Indian government's action, whenever these kind of situations emerge, it has been a positive action, whether it's Yemen or any other place where Indians have stuck. Remember, the Indian External Affairs Minister, the Foreign Minister Sushma Swaraj, is known for her tweets, solving problems through tweets, and even granting sometimes in various cases, special cases, granting visas to many people, also on Twitter. And we know that the Indians who are stuck there in Ethiopia have tweeted to the PMO and External Affairs Minister, though there hasn't been an official response through Twitter, but MEA sources have confirmed that the government has taken up the matter with the Ethiopian government, and the matter is likely to resolve very soon.
Right, Siddhant, thanks for that update on that hostage crisis in Ethiopia. But stay with us as we have more news, of course, on the Prime Minister who has been who's representing rather billions of Indians or millions of Indians at the G20 summit. So how does an Argentinian TV channel decide to welcome him? Shockingly, by airing an image of Appu, a fictional character of Indian ethnicity from the American show The Simpsons when Prime Minister Modi landed in Buenos Aires. And Chronica TV has been drawing severe flack on social media for its racist coverage. The channel aired an image of Appu alongside footage of Prime Minister Modi landing for the G20 summit. The caption underneath, Appu arrives. In fact, for the background music, the TV reportedly decided to use the song Ring Ring Ringa from the movie Slumdog Millionaire. And Siddhant, you know, this is just extremely, insulting to the Prime Minister to use the fictional image of Appu, and how the official communication officials rather are reacting to this major goof up by the Argentinian TV channel.
Well, there has been a reaction by the authorities here. The ME officials have been speaking to them over what has happened. They are mum and they haven't reacted. Even the Indian External Affairs Minister has said that she hasn't seen the report, so she also refrained from reacting. But by and large, this summit might go in history as a summit with lot of goof up. It's not the only goof up which has happened related to Indian Prime Minister. There are other goof ups as well, including no one turned up to greet the French President. When the Guard of Honor was being given to the Chinese President, the person who was leading the Guard of Honor went up to someone else thinking that he is the Chinese President, and greeted him. So a lot of goof-ups, and these goof-ups have been continuing all through the day yesterday. But it seems that the incident which has taken place, the Appu incident, has drawn a lot of comments on the social media here in the country, and that tweet, the first tweet by a person on Twitter, has gone viral. But by and large, India, it seems, will remain quiet on this issue, because India will be focusing on other issues like terrorism and black money and fugitive economic offenders. But this issue, of course, is drawing a lot of attention on the social media. And Appu is a person who has been widely known in the West as the only Indian they perhaps ever know.